Welcome to our commercial advertising photography class. I'm glad you've joined us. In this class, we will learn the use of photography lighting accessories. We can see various flash accessories in front of us. Each of these accessories serves its own purpose. There are numerous types of flash accessories available, with brands like Profoto offering as many as 60 to 70 different types. For light shaping, the accessory I have in my hand now looks like a bowl. This accessory is called a standard reflector, and its inner wall is coated with an anodic aluminum film. The term might sound a bit complicated, but we can simply describe it as professional. The lighting effect of this accessory is closely related to the coating on its inner wall. Since we can classify the lighting into soft light and hard light, this accessory produces a very hard light. To demonstrate this effect, I will place it on the light. Let's see what kind of light it will be. Now we have connected the computer with camera, so let's take a formal photograph to see the visual effect. Move a little towards this side. Perfect. Look at the camera. From the photos we just took, we can clearly notice that there is a contrast of light and shadow on the model's face. What's more, the shadow is denser, and the edges are more defined. This is the effect we achieve when using the standard reflector, which creates a slightly harder light. Now I have a reflector umbrella in my hand. It utilizes reflection inside the umbrella to shape the light. Here we have a silver reflector umbrella and a white coated reflector umbrella, which will result in some differences in the light color. This kind of lighting also belongs to hard light, but it adds an additional reflection compared to the standard reflector. Let's now put the reflector umbrella in front of the light and see the effects. When using an umbrella reflector, we also need a small accessory called a reflector shade, which is placed in front of the light source. Different accessories require different installation methods. To install this reflector umbrella, we need to attach it to the front side. After installation, we rotate the reflector umbrella 180 degrees in the opposite direction. Because the reflector umbrella is actually a reflective light source, the light goes into the umbrella, reflects inside, and then returns to the front of the subject, creating a specific lighting effect. We also place the reflector shade in the light source. Different lighting accessories will result in different lighting. When we switch from the standard reflector to the reflector umbrella, the light's intensity is slightly reduced. We adjust the lighting settings to get the desired light and shadow effect. Before we take the photo, you can lift your hand like this. Great. Alright, let's compare the light from the standard reflector and the reflector umbrella. As we can see, the light from the standard reflector is harder, while the reflector umbrella, after one reflection, softens the lower part of the subject's shadows and the contrast of the edges, making the photo looks more softer. This is the kind of visual effect the reflector umbrella can achieve. Now let's move on to another accessory. This accessory I'm about to talk about has a lovely name called beauty dish, but in the professional Chinese jargon, it is known as Lei Da Zhao. Compared to the standard reflector and reflector umbrella we talked about earlier, this lighting accessory reflects 2 times. The light enters the semicircle in the center. Then the semicircle reflects the light to the outer wall, which finally reflects the light outwards. As a result, the light from the beauty dish is even softer compared to the standard reflector and reflector umbrella. Let's create the lighting effect with it and see the results. Alright, now we have placed the beauty dish in front of the light source, and let's see the lighting effect it can produce. Wait a moment, good. Let's make a horizontal comparison among the effects of the standard reflector, reflector umbrella, and beauty dish. As we can see, the shadows from the standard reflector and reflector umbrella are denser, indicating harder light. However, with the beauty dish, the light, especially in the area of the shadow, has softened, and the transition of light on the subject's face is smoother. This demonstrates the lighting effect that the beauty dish can create. Next, let's use a softbox to see how it affects the lighting. Alright, now we have installed the softbox in front of the light. The softbox produces a softer light, and its main feature lies in the diffusion fabric in front of the light. The diffusion fabric softens the light, resulting in a more gentle and soft representation of the image and lighting. Let's take a shot to see the effect. Smile a bit more sweetly. Now we have the photo showing the effect of the softbox. Let's continue with the horizontal comparison of the standard reflector, the reflector umbrella, the beauty dish, and the softbox. It is evident that the softbox creates a much softer lighting effect, making the model looks more friendly, and the effect of the makeup better. Now let's explore another kind of lighting effect. Here, in front of the light, we have an octagonal softbox. Compared to the regular softbox, the octagonal softbox has a larger surface area, which presents an even softer and more diffuse light. With the use of the octagonal softbox, let's take another shot to see the overall effect. Look at the camera, shoulders back, and smile. Now we have demonstrated the effect of the octagonal softbox. As we can see, both the octagonal softbox and the regular softbox create a gentle lighting effect. Due to the larger surface area of the octagonal softbox, the shadows are almost entirely concealed within the background. Through horizontal comparison of standard reflector, reflector umbrella, beauty dish, regular softbox, we can see that each has its own characteristics in terms of softness and hardness of light. For future photography, we can utilize various lighting accessories to create different visual effects. Apart from using accessories, we also have smaller auxiliary tools, such as the one I have in my hand now. This tool is called a honeycomb grid, and it can be installed in front of the standard reflector. Then what exactly does the honeycomb grid do? Well, it is used to narrow down the range of the light source. Let's add this honeycomb grid to the light and see its effects. Here, I have already set up a standard reflector with a honeycomb grid, so let's take a shot with this setup to see the visual effect. Look at the light and run fingers through your hair. Perfect. By using this combination, we can get a special effect that narrows down the light beam, which allows us to emphasize specific areas in the image. This setup is often used for portrait photography or specific product shots. In our upcoming lessons, we will explain the usage of this combination. Besides using the standard reflector with a honeycomb grid, we can use a snoot to create a more narrow light beam for shooting. Furthermore, there are other lighting accessories, such as background reflector, specifically designed to direct light towards the background and create specific effects. Moreover, in some specialized field, we may encounter accessories like projection lights or spotlights that can achieve unique effects. Let's review the content of this lesson. In this class, we mainly talked about lighting accessories, such as the standard reflector, reflector umbrella, beauty dish, regular softbox, octagonal softbox, background reflector, snoot, and honeycomb grid. These accessories will be frequently used in our future lessons and will help understand the lighting techniques and their application.